you're going to have to forgive me. This bit's going to seem really frantic. I had a whole heap of plans planned for this episode. Remember at the end of last episode I said, well, I went to say something at the end of the video and then I was like, wait on, I'll tell you at the end. This is kind of, well, I had planned a whole big thing. It was to do with my car. You know how my car makes that horrible noise. I was supposed to go and get that fixed this week, but I spoke to a whole heap of people and got a whole heap of advice, and getting it fixed may not be the best idea, courtesy of how much it was going to cost to get fixed versus how much the car's actually worth. Not sentimentally, I love that car, but anyway. But that didn't happen, and then I had another plan where I was going to make another video, and that I'm trying to make that today, but I've just come home from soccer. All the kids are waiting in the car. I've got to get changed real quick, and then yeah, I'm going to try and make it work, but we'll see. So just bear with me. Alright, let's get on out of here. Now, I'll explain what we're actually going to do in a minute, but I'll see you in Newcastle. And hello. Hang on, let me refocus. Here we are, Newcastle. This may seem like a relatively nothing spot, but the sun's in a stupidly high spot right now, and I don't have an ND filter, so I kind of have to hide from it to do this bit. But the reason we are in Newcastle today is to take photos of buildings. Did a little bit of research, and one of the types of photography that are really selling well on stock sites at the moment is architectural photography. I've already done a ton of it here in Newcastle, and there's a heap of buildings I want to get again, especially with this afternoon sun that's coming through, so I thought we'll come up to Newcastle and we'll take some photos, some new angles of old buildings and some new angles of new buildings, the whole kit and caboodle. The family's around somewhere. The day's pretty well done. I spent most of the day here with them. Planned on including Mel in this, but again, it just didn't work out that way, so now I've had to sneak off to make this bit. So let's go and find some buildings. I don't, wow, that's bright. I can't do it any justice, but the little heads and that you saw just previously, I've been wanting to get this building all day. We've walked past it like 3 times, but I can't. And I can't get to the other side of the road either. So, I finished a full lap of the city. The focus on this thing's terrible. You saw this building at like the very start, full lap. The kids have packed it in, so it's time to go, but I think today went well. I want to update you on my car. Might do that at home. Okay, so an update. I was talking to the camera. So I wanted to update you on the car. I went and got that noise checked, and it's the front wheel bearings. On top of that, all 4 brakes need to be done, and it could probably use with probably do with a service. Now, all in all, the quote I got for the time, labour and parts is about $1,500, which to a student who's barely employed, that's a lot of money. To a student who's barely employed, who drives a car that's got 400,000 Ks on it and very little resale value, and other issues that I'm sure the mechanic would find while doing that work, $1,500 is a lot of money. A lot of money. So I'm weighing up the financial impact of fixing the car and whether or not I should fix the car or if I should just let it go. And as you saw, well, you may not have seen, I kept it out of focus on purpose, but in that little intro bit, when I did my calendar, the next, whenever the exam is in November, my Monday to Fridays pretty much unchanging. I've got prac on the same days, I've got classes on the same days, and I've got work on the same days. Speaking of uni, week 1 went well. Prac was good. I have the most down-to-earth boss you've ever met. I find quite often when I meet lawyers, they don't sound Australian anymore, but this woman does. She uses all the slang you'd imagine an Australian person using. She's super down to earth, super chill, and it's a relief because I didn't expect it, if I'm honest. That was great. The first criminal practice class was fine. We have a ton of assignments. All those pink squares you saw right at the beginning of the video, they're all the assignments I've got for that class. And then employment law, the teacher, or the lecturer, the professor, sorry, was part of a union that was going on strike, so we only had like half a class, and I was running half an hour late, so I had like 45 minutes of class, so it was not great, but yeah, week 1 went well. Don't know what I'm doing about my car yet. Today went well. So yeah, I'll see you guys next week. Thanks for watching. Bye.